This is where we left off. What's up, True? Everything is wrong. Tasha's body, yours now, clings like a wet cloak. The world is too bright for nighttime. Everything is too clear. Distances too close. Edges too sharp. Memories like blood flies buzz about your head, whizzing away before you can catch them. Hard-ridden Anine heave their flanks and huff behind you. Like you, they've gone too long without rest. And there's Matkina, a much newer Matkina, as drawn by a pandering portraitist. Too soft, too fresh, too pretty, all wrong. And the wastes, you see the light of campfires. On the wastes, and in the humble village before you, a bigger, brighter fire burns. It's a pyre. Inside, a body that's too large burns too slowly. Greasy coils of smoke rise into the night. Villagers circle the bonfire, wailing and shaking. The headman's rough voice continues the ritual. From exile, you are released. Among the mourners, some echo, you are released. He throws a handful of powder into the fire. Metal salt, perhaps, and a spray of shining embers rises into the night. Mostly gold, some green, some purple. From wrath, you are released, they echo him. As the embers float out toward the plains and fade among the stars and campfires, you hear Matkina whisper, you are released. Cool. Okay, we need to find the Jack Protected Memories, try to remember who you are while you're here, stare at the distant campfires and try to see what they are. Okay. Oh, everybody gets to go in my little memory thing with me. Whoa, you get 12? You squint your unnatural eyes and focus until the pyre, the village, everything else fades away. At last, the blurry campfires resolve into something crisper, and you see the faint shadows of men around them, men in long coats and broad hats, painstakingly cleaning their jezails and daggers. There are perhaps 100 of them. Matkina sees you staring and grunts, "Sad nights." From her tone, it's obvious that they're no friends of hers, or yours. Okay, we need to find the Jacked and protect your memory. Find the what? Matkina stares at you dumbfounded, and then she shakes her head. Have a little respect, Tash. This is my home. We're here to save people I've known for years. A moment later, she adds, not to mention, the only danger to memories around here is you, Tash. Try your title surge on me and I'll burn those fancy eyes right out of your skull. There's a smile on her face, like this isn't the first time Tash has teased her, or that she's promised a grisly fate in response. This isn't a joke, Matkina. You sent me here. Now there's no laughter in her hard glare, and for a moment she truly looks like the woman who sent you here. Enough, Tash, she hisses. They are mourning a murdered man over there, and him, she points to the headman, he as good as raised me. I know these people. This means something to me, even if the whole world and everything wrong with it is just a barking joke to you. She looks away from you and back to the pyre. Try to remember who you are and why you're here. The memories try to buzz away, but you are too quick for them. You seize them and squeeze. This body is, you are, Tash. You already knew that, but now you know yourself as you didn't before. The body fits better. You're a cast-off, and when you call on the tides, you can destroy memories. You're a soldier of sorts, in service of the militia, under the command of Paj Rekim. You're a scout. Matkina's spotter. The two of you are not warriors, you're specialists. You're killers. But you're not here to kill. You're here to promise something to villagers and get an object, a flute of some sort, the jock. As for why, that memory and others remain beyond your reach. Wait until the ritual's finished. As the body burns and the mourners chant, you wait in the shadows at the edge of the village. At last, the corpse is consumed and the headman gives a final cry. To the distant dark, you are released. The villagers echo him, then drift away, leaving him alone beside the smoldering pyre. Matkina, with a hiss and a gesture, leads you over. He sniffs the air, the sound of your approach, and with a broad smile, calls out, Kina! His eyes are large, milky marbles. He puts hands on your shoulders. You return in unpleasant times. She touches his cheek. I return because the times are unpleasant, Ning. Without another word, the three of you leave from the fire and enter Ning's dark hut. Ning's home is humble and small, hardly furnished and wholly undecorated. On entering, he lowers his weary bulk into a hassock and gestures towards similar cushions for you and Matkina, then begins without preamble. They hung him from a tree, old Garib. Took their daggers to him, called it pruning. Blind to others' expressions, he has become oblivious to his own, and he wears his pain and anger nakedly. With a grunt, he continues, they sent him home by skimmer, along with the compact they'd made to the plains people. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. He waves at the crumpled sheet of paper on the floor. Teak is reading it to me. Teak, read it to me. God damn. They've promised to put an end to our menace, Kina. He shakes his head. Why? We've always paid the blood price for whatever harm we've done. You know that. They know that. They know that. Yes, Matkina says softly. But the Sand Kings won't take shins. You know that. He grunts. The militia is here to help, Ning. You are who we stand for. The small, the threatened, the haunted. That's who we are, too. She shakes his hand. Come away. If you tell the knights you're going, they won't force a fight. They have bigger battles ahead of them, believe me. This is our place, Kina. Paj Reckon will give you a home. Trust her. Ning is silent. Ho ho ho. Let's see. What happened to your eyes? Read the crumpled note. You don't need to trust him. Just trust Kina. Forget about trust. Think about death. I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. Let's read the crumpled note. You unfold the compact sent by the Sand Knights. The writing is neat, plain, small, and seems to go on in tightly stacked lines. In essence, it is a vow to safeguard the villages and towns of the Verzulian Waste from the menace in Koln Village. The knights promise that they will undertake steps to assure that the killers in Koln Village never harm anyone again. Extermination is never mentioned, merely implied. Beneath the Knight Marshal's chop are signatures from various burghers, mayors, and elders of towns and villages on the waste. The knights ask nothing in return from them. The signatures vow nothing. They merely endorse, justifying whatever the knights undertake. What happened to your eyes? Matkina gives you a hard look, but Ning merely shrugs. An accident, long forgotten. He rubs the blind orbs with his thick, grubby fingers, then shakes his head. It is a smaller thing than you might think. Forget about trust and think about death. When the Sand Knights are done, there won't be a village. We'll do that. I have a persuasion dude in my team. Yeah, this guy. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Ning cocks his head and sniffs. The Sand Knights call us teratomorphs. He sneers at the word. Monsters. But when have we ever hung one of the plains people from a tree and hacked off his limbs? Ptchuh! They are the monsters, only dressed in better skins. Matkina cuts in, her voice quick and insistent. Listen to me. Paj Rekin has set aside land for all of you. Deep inside our territory, you'll be safe. It's not so simple, he answers. Not so easy. Plains people cannot understand. Matkina hisses in frustration and gives you a look. It seems she is hoping you can move the stubborn old fool. She's hoping I can move the stubborn old fool. The only time it's too late to start a new life is when you're dead. Give your people a chance to survive. This guy's got the persuasion chops, man. Ning nods slowly. You're right, of course. Even if you've got the manners of a martyr marauder. After a minute, he turns his blind eyes to Matkina. But we can't go without the jock. The what? Matkina asks. Up the hill, behind the gate. The cave's been sealed for generations. Inside is the jock. The jock. It's what helps us keep our worst instincts inside. If we leave its song... He trails off, gesturing to the pyre outside. After a pause, he leans in, whispers in Matkina's ear. Now, he says, you alone of the plains people know how to open the gate. You work your way up the terraced hillside, leaving Ning to make his case to his people. In the distance, you see that the Sand Knights are on the move, riding hard toward Koln Village. Ning will need to make his case to them, too. When you arrive at the cave and its huge ancient gateway, Matkina shakes her head. For years I wondered about this, she says. The hill people tell a fable that the first men and women came out of here. They said the gate would only open when it was time for people to disappear. She shrugs. Only one way to keep kids from poking around and disturbing the jock, I guess. Something she said stirs your mind, and your memories jingle like a wind chime. So what exactly are these hill people? Try to dredge up the memory that is troubling you. Oh man, they're my last points. That's 100. Fuck it, let's do it. At once, a glaring light shines over your mission, as painful as it is revealing. You're not here to help Paj Reckon save Colm Village. You're here to help Paj destroy it. She knew about the Teratomorphs, knew about the Jocked. Most importantly, she knew the Sand Knights would come, knew about their compact. The plan isn't to take the villagers out of the Knight's way. In fact, it depends on causing the very battle Matkina promised would be averted. When the Knights arrived, Paj will destroy the Jock, forcing the hill people into their feral state, unleashing them upon the Knights, weakening one of the malicious foes, and Paj is coming in person to see that it all goes right. Matkina, we can't open the gates. Paj Reckon is planning to destroy the Jock and with it the entire village. Alright, where's my persuasion dude? There we go. You hurriedly relate your memory of Paj's plot, how she and an armed band will be waiting to take the Jock and destroy it. In order to unleash the Teratomorphs upon the Sand Knights in a living trap. At a certain level, the betrayal is so audacious, the plot is so callous, it is unbelievable. And at first, Matkina is incredulous, but then her face hardens and her eyes flash with rage. You're serious, aren't you? She scans the horizon for Paj, and so do you, and there's no sign of her. We need to get as far away as we can, she says decisively. Draw Paj off, buy Ning time to negotiate with the Sand Knights, and keep them from the Jock. You're barely 100 meters up the hillside before a deafening shriek fills the air and 7 people seem to drop out of the sky. One of them is a woman you know immediately to be Paj Reckon. The others must be her bodyguard, tattooed cast-offs with drab armor, mismatched weapons, and the languid readiness of predators. Despite the surprise, Matkina flings a knife before they even hit the ground, and it slips between the plates in one Glaive's armor. She's throwing another between the beam of light. When a beam of light envelops her, trapping her in a field of energy, as Matkina thrashes about, their attention is clearly focused on her, giving you an opening, slight as it may be. Geez, sorry I'm not reading so well. Yeah, I gotta save Matkina, man. I chose attack them, and try to save Matkina. You rush forward, knowing that you have only an instant until the killer's eyes and arms are turned on you. The instant is shorter than you expect, and it is the last you know. Pain engulfs you. Your body is flung backward into the gates, a smoldering ruin that has just enough consciousness to know that it is the end. And then it's over, and you're sloughing off Tash's body, Tash's mind, and all is dark. That was fucked up. As your consciousness rises from the shadow of the mare, something clicks in your mind. Something has changed deep inside you, but what? Matkina stares at you, the shock painfully obvious on her face. What? What did you do? I remember Tash cutting me. I see the holes in my mind. I remember him forcing me to the ground, tearing out my history with his tides. But I have other memories now. They're real. Tash didn't do it. I saw him shoot with an energy bolt. He was dead. He couldn't violate me, but he did try, didn't he? She holds her head in her hand, shaking, her voice becoming thick. The 2 strains of memory. This is pulling me apart. She looks up at you, tears streaming down her cheeks. No, it's pulling me back together. I remember now. That hole it's almost gone. You changed reality. You changed it. She stands, drying her tears with her sleeves. I don't know if you meant to do that, but you've done more than your part of the deal. You asked about the Renaissance Chamber. I know it. Mazov's the guy you want. He can fix anything. He might have even helped design the chamber you're talking about. Your best bet is to look for him in the cast-off sanctuary. Miel Avest. Great, where can I find Miel Avest? Word of caution, they won't believe you in Miel Avest. They'll treat you like they treat every new cast-off, as a pawn in their games with each other. Look out for that. She walks to her table and unrolls a map of the Sagas Protectorate. You're not going to find it by walking there. The entrance is secret. known only to our kind. Here. She points to a spot on the map, many kilometers to the northeast of Sagas Cliffs, the Valley of Dead Heroes. There's a hidden portal in the necropolis. Also memorize this. She writes the numbers 3431, 3431, down on a slip of paper, holds it in front of your eyes for several seconds, then crumples it in your hand. It's a code. It'll make sense when you get to the necropolis. You'll need an airship to get to the valley. The ladder over there leads up to the caravanserai. You should be able to hire a ship without too much difficulty. Whew. 100 XP. Fuck yeah. I got 100 XP. And that looked like a really big kind of change in the quest, didn't it? Whew, that was loud. Fuck yeah, level up. I can only increase my edge? Why? Ooh, you've reached tier 2. Abilities unlocked. Dealmaker. Keen trade strategies earn you more shins when selling and better prices when buying. Fuck yeah. Got the charisma feat. Inspiring presence. Your charisma and charm makes everything a little easier for you and your companions. Awesome. Alright, choose abilities to learn or improve. Alright, so that's +1 skill. Intellect pool. That might be nice. +1 physical armor all the time. Damn. Energize. Converts all damage to the chosen damage type and adds minor additional effects. Charge an ally with flowing power, converting all damage to the chosen type. That could be good. I hadn't really figured out damage types yet. All creatures in immediate. Okay. 1 physical damage per level of effort applied. Releases a concussive blast in short radius. Does 2 damage on hit. +2 for each level of effort. That is a pretty sweet AoE there, isn't it? Datasphere link. Okay, we don't need that. We've got plenty of skill already in that lore stuff. Effects protected 3 rounds. A sheath of nano spirits increases resistance to the chosen damage type. Well, I might as well just get this if it's going to increase my armor all the time. Intellect pool and physical armor. Let's see. Quantum step. Teleport 1 ally to a point within medium range. Huh, okay. +3 on esoteries. +3 on cipher attacks. Huh. Machine implant that pinpoints eyes with esoteries and ciphers. Means it's easier to hit. Entropic field. All enemies in a short range cone have -1 physical resistance. Double all damage of the chosen type. Damn. So I think I want to get this for sure. So let's see. I have 2 armor. Let's see if that actually works. And we are kind of a skill jockey. So what would that do? My lore machinery is already maxed, so no, fuck it. Energize converts all damage to the chosen damage type and adds minor effects. Huh. That'd be nice. Allies in immediate range of targets. That could buff multiple people. Yeah, let's get the targeting eye. That sounds cool. So yeah, that bumped it up to 3. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. He's got the most defense in the party now. What's that coming from? Nice. Okay. Anybody else level up? Nope. They're already on tier 2. Damn, everybody's on tier 2 except for... well, everybody now. Okay. Oh, I've got a fucking aura! What's up with my aura, man? +1 on all tasks? What the hell? Why do I have a fucking aura? Everybody inside of it gets that bonus, huh? Did I just, like, do that and I didn't even notice? Oh, natural charisma, that's it right there. Maybe. Maybe. A tunnel once led in this direction, but the ceiling has collapsed. Ooh, what's down here? Go, go, Power Ranger. Oh, that's how you get down here, I see. From this height, you can see everything. Beyond the city of Sagas Cliffs, bluffs and chasms extend toward the horizon on either side for at least 50 kilometers. The sea stretches between them, perhaps 20 kilometers across at its widest. Then the waters widen and swallow the horizon. Look down. The tiers of Sagas Cliffs spread out to your right, a jumble of streets and buildings. To the left is the opening of a dark chasm. Tendrils of flesh cling to the edges like vines. The ocean lies almost 1,000 meters below you, and I want to jump down? No thank you. Dark and dangerous. Scavenging and fishing slopes crawl slowly across its surface. The rooftops of a few Sagas homes jut from the cliff's surface, but mostly it's a clear drop to the sea. No thank you. What the hell are these fucking tides? I wish they would tell us. I'm gold, whatever that means. Is this just gonna be the same thing? Yeah, it's just the same thing. This one too? Okay. A sheer cliff rises above the ledge. Its surface is rough and jagged. There are enough handholds that it looks climbable, but it wouldn't be easy. Try to climb the cliff. Ooh, damn, I don't have... Holy shit, this guy... Okay, he can do 90% with nothing. Yeah, we'll do him. Come on, big money. Fuck yeah. Success! The cliff face is deceptive. Holds that look like they'll crumble in your hands stay firm, while solid-looking protrusions crumble like they were made of sand. With careful planning, though, you make it all the way to the top. Everybody, not just the speedy guy. A welcome blast of wind caresses your face at the cliff top. Blah. Your companions follow the path you blaze before them. Hello, big blue thing. Interact with it. What do I do? What? Now I can't move around? Am I fucking bugged again? I think I'm bugged again. God damn it. Okay, well that's it for today. I'm gonna make a clean save and hopefully we'll, Here, I'll actually name it something. Stuck on behind blue blob. Oops. Blog. Typo.